Hello, hello. Hi, my name's Light. I probably have black stuff all makeup under my eyes and stuff. I know yesterday I shot a video and said I probably wouldn't be shooting videos, but I wasn't sure. I didn't know. Really crazy things coming to me, and it's about divine unions and divine partnerships, which is crazy to me because I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. Only what I get channeled and downloaded, and that's part of the reason why I'm shooting this video. I have energy imprints written down. So what was coming to me, and what I posted, I believe, here on Facebook, Instagram wouldn't have gotten that. Possibly if I sent it with a picture, which I think I did, about soulmates or something. But it's about that whole thing, soulmates and energy imprints. So I was watching something, and somebody was talking about how, we leave energy like energy imprints in places. Like if somebody passes away, part of their energy is stuck. It is there. It could be on items, and that's why they can send things to you. This is coming through some. This is going to be already channeled stuff and new channeled things. So just listen. Okay, we'll sort it out later. We'll just let it come out and figure it out later. Got a baseball cap with this pretty little dress on, Wow, I don't even know what time it is. Like, when I'm channeling, I just go in a trance. It's like I go in a trance. It's like I just lose time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so energy imprints. What this was coming about is, like, I find myself saying things and not really noticing what it really is. What do I mean by that? Let's see. This is what I mean by that. What's an example? Okay, like me speaking to a friend of mine saying, I allow all these energetic cords for my exes and stuff, and they feed, and I've always allowed them to feed off of me. Strange that I would just say it like that. Didn't really think about it at the time of what I was really saying till later on. But so, and then when I was doing posts about all this divine unions and divine partnerships, and then the question came up. Well, my belief, and if somebody feels the need to try and correct me, then please do so. I will definitely look at what you have to say, but my opinion and my belief is mine, and I believe it comes from God. So, that's just what I believe. This is my belief, okay? This is what I've learned on my journey. And so Source God, creative all, I believe, since we're all one soul, we're all one connected, that we're fragments of the one source, playing out lives in different ways and avenues, right? So it was coming up with the feminine, and I said it like that. I didn't say you bitches. I didn't say women. I said feminines, because whoever identifies with a feminine energy. There's feminines in, we'll call the divine masculine, but we're all divine. I'm not going to get into that yet. Maybe that's a download for here in a minute, but right now this is what I'm talking about. Excuse me when I get a drink of water. And maybe it has to do with that whole Chosen 144 shit or whatever. I don't know. Take it how you resonate with it. This is how it's coming to me now. And if that changes later on, then that changes later on. But this is my understanding to where I'm at on my journey and my soul progression of opening my doors to my soul, to becoming to my true God self. Shedding away that book, the outer layers, or overleaves they call them, which is great. Overleaves. Outer layers is how it just came to me, but overleaves from the book, the Michael Ham book, I believe it is, which I haven't even read yet. Sorry, I start rocking out. I can't say the things that came to mind. I really want to. God, I really want to sing it right now. It's crazy. So I did a song, and it's "The Boy Is Mine," and it's kind of cute if you look at it from an egoic, just more of a fun place, Oh, okay, I'm going to stop on that for a minute. I'm going to go back to what the Divine Feminine, and I think I shot a video a couple videos ago. I don't know how many, a couple days ago or so, about me coming into my, always being in my masculine energy and coming into my feminine energy, and then now I call myself a divine right, with my little fucking fingers. So weird. A day. Coming into my divine feminine energy, being the balance and integration, the integration of the masculine and feminine. Feminine. Anyway. Alright, so thank you for clearing that up. Thank you, God. So it started talking about these things, or posting or whatever, and then it came up to, it was called upon my heart to, because there's, if you want to call it twin flames, and this is what I'm getting to, I think also as part of all this, but first let me go into this part. So very strong soul connection, with this gentleman, my last ex. Yeah, the last person I was with, that I dated. Here just a few months ago. However long, no matter of semantics. Anyway, excuse me. Oh. Anyway. I messaged him, and it was supposed to be him first. He didn't do his work. That's fine. I still have my mission, right? I still have my contract. And, now that I'm in my divine feminine, now a divine masculine. Now, I don't know if this is true. It's got to be, because, or maybe my soul contract was just that with him, and it had nothing to do with the divine, and getting caught up in the illusion and the distractions and the probably a plan, I don't know, to keep us apart, or was it our own plan to begin with? I mean, it's our soul contract, so it's got to be our own plan to begin with. And if we're all God, I mean, it just keeps getting more crazy, right? This rabbit hole is insane. It's really fun in this rabbit hole. I invite you. Look at my face. Anyway, I can't really see. I don't have my glasses on. Do that on purpose, because I don't want to, really. So this gentleman and me talking before, I don't know if I mentioned it about my I was saying something to my friend about energetic cords and letting them feed off me and stuff like that. And then, I keep getting tired. The energetic imprints Something came up with imprinting the other day about sex magic and STDs, sexually transmitted demons, you know, or it's just energy, really. It's conjured up energy. It's spelling, conjuring of energies. It's a conjuring of energies. It's an energy that you conjure up that can be sent out, unless you're aware and you know and you cleanse. And I think that's why they have us cleanse, because it's not like, yeah, we're protected. You could be protected from things, but there's still energetic clings, like being a magnet, except like in a magnetic thing. Wait a minute. That's a magnetic thing, not an energetic thing, so it's totally different. Okay, so I need to change my... Thank you. Oh, you guys, wait, totally on a side note. I went and bought a couple packs of cigarettes, and I bought some more of these Views things. I opened it and used it, didn't even realize it's fucking menthol. Anyway. Man, I so love you. It's so great to say that. Anyway. Our life is changing just at a rapid rate, and I'm healing rapidly. It's phenomenal. Hold on, I have to write something down that I don't want to speak on yet. 1 second, guys. Thank you. Okay. Energetic. So, these past relationships, partnerships, situationships, whatever you want to call these past people we were with, family, friends, coworkers, whatever, people on the street, whatever, that we're with. That's why they say, and they're bringing to my mind, that's why they say, you know, when you move into a new house, the old energies of the house can be in there. Cleanse it, right? Because you don't know if these people fought all the time, what energy they have that carries in the house. Was it, you know, is it energy of love? Was it a very super loving family? Then it's going to have that loving energy. Anyway, you want to clear out old energy and bring in your new energy. Write that down. I don't think I need to write that one down. Alright, so that was just coming to me, which has everything to do with, same with people. And especially when there's so much energy and feeling they put into it, whether it's a loving or a hurtful or whatever, revenge, whatever, spite, whatever kind of energy. It's either going to be loving or it's going to be non-loving. So, cutting, you know, and then that's what they were telling me about the energetic imprints, and then they showed me the energetic cords, right? Detaching from that, cleansing your space of the energies you're around. And that's why you hear that when they say, when you go out to a store, when you get out in public, clear your energy space, because if we all pick up on other people's energies anyway, but if we're more attuned to it, and that's what, you know, our level is, or what our soul thing is, or whatever, being an empath, which we're all of those things. I mean, all of us are all of those. I think it's just more where our antennas, what we're more in tune to, on what level, and our awareness of it. And everything is awareness, you know. But clearing that off, it's not necessarily a cord, which it can be because they can feed off of you. And that's what we allow them to do, especially people who know how energy works, and they're energy vampires, and they're energy manipulators, or they're psychics, they're mediums, or they're whatever. They know how energy works. And you know, I have all these abilities and all these things. I just don't know how they all work, so I don't use them that way. They just come to me, and I know what I need to know when I need to know it. And maybe I'm being asked to step it up, or I'm becoming more aware of what things are. Things I know I have, I just don't know it. You know what I mean? You can know things, but until you get it, you're like, oh, got it. Like, you could teach about the law of attraction forever, but you don't really get it till you get it. You know what I mean? Aha. Moments, if you will. I call it got it. Got it. So, and that goes around to any kind of energy, okay? So if you don't watch your energy, because I feel like it has to be a vibrational match in a sense for it to be able to harm you, right? So I guess that would go along with the whole, if you believe it, it's your belief system, it'll happen to you. But honestly, when I'm just thinking about things I want, or I'm just smiling, I'm just going to smile. However it plays out, it plays out. I'm doing my part. I'm just going to smile. Because when you smile big, you can feel it in your heart, and your heart sings. Your heart begins to heal, and it begins to open up. And then it spreads throughout and everything else. Get outside, get barefoot, and walk, please, for at least 20 minutes. Do it in 10 increment, 3 different times. 10 minutes for 3 different times. Or however you want to do it. Just the more you get outside, the more you get barefoot, the more you do this, the better you're going to feel. Besides, you got to get used to this, you guys. Because we have a great thing that's happening. It's called Sow a Seed, Teach the Children. Coming soon. Coming soon. Promise. Coming soon. Oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Exactly when it's supposed to. So meanwhile, I'm just going to go with the flow. And the more I am allowing this process to happen and not judge it from any egoic place, from that pain body, as Eckhart Tolle says, you know, and allowing the process, and allowing the love and the fear, and do it afraid anyway. Now I know what they're talking about, because my messages from my angelic realm, from the spirit realm, from God, or whoever wants to come through and talk at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to get lost in the semantics, so please, I'm just going to say they. It's just easier that way, and that's how I prefer to do it, and it's my videos. Oh, I'm going to be a douche about it, but, you know, semantics, and if you come at me with that, then that just shows everybody where you're at, and you know, please do yourself a favor, don't embarrass yourself, just look at yourself and look at what you're doing, and that's all we ask. You know, we don't judge you, we were just there. If you think we judge you, it's because that's how you feel. It's your own demons. Deal with it. It's your monkeys, your zoo. Deal with that. This is for people that have the ears, you know, that want to listen, or they're drawn to it, or there's something that's gonna, oh, I already know all about that shit. Well, maybe you need to be reminded. This is for me, 100%. I know. You always hear me say, I know. But no, you can know, but do you know? I really know. Got it? You know what I'm saying? So there's that with the whole clearing of the energies, because we leave energy imprints. So, and when you share yourself, your intimacy, your intimate part of yourself, but when you open up in a sexual manner with your sexual partner, I heard somebody say this, and it's coming to me in a reading I was listening to, and it had to do with, you're getting their energy, and the energy of that person, and the energy of all their peoples, and the energy of all their peoples. Watch your energy. Watch who you're around, because it'll stick on you. And if you're not armored up, geared up with God, which is just in yourself, which in your own awareness, and it all just comes back to awareness in the moment, and living in the moment, and knowing what you are, what you want in life, being able to know the difference. And this happens with time. Because when you shed the light on everything that's dark and allow it to happen and just say, hey, look, and you look inwards, because it all depends on just looking inwards. You've got to look at yourself, because that's where it all begins. When you change your inner world, your outer world changes. And then the world you look at begins to change. Right? And you get outside and you feel good. Then the neighbors are smiling at you more, and you notice people around you out. Before, all you saw was, look at that motherfucker, this motherfucker, God, that person, look at this person, look at this person. Because you were projecting. All these people were projecting to you things you need to look at within yourself. The outside world is a projection of your inside world. So if all you see is shit, that's all the shit you need to change in yourself. So go inward. Don't judge yourself. Fuck, it's just shit. Get rid of it. You don't know yet. So just get rid of the fucking shit. Okay? Just fucking do yourself a favor and do it. Or stay the way you want. It's up to you. It's your hell or your heaven. It's your monkey's your zoo. Are your monkeys attacking you and throwing shit at you? Or are they like fucking being cool, you know, doing weird shit? Hanging with you, talking to you, whatever. Peeling your bananas for you? Fuck. I mean, come on now. Whatever. Put it in your sitch. It's not that difficult. It's not that hard when you just allow and you let go. Because when ego starts stripping away, it just becomes faster. And you know what? When you're so caught up in just smiling and being happy and just being happy and seeing all these beautiful things in the world, you don't realize till somebody says, wow, something's changed about you. Wow, there's a glow about you. You look younger. What? Are you using a face product? You know, what are you doing? Did you get a facelift? You know, you're just different. You're more vibrant. You're this, you know. Love. Once you come home to yourself, to your God self, your essence, your God particle, your God fragment, you, who you really are, the meat suits change. The meat suits change. That's not who you are. Who you are is inside. The meat suit you're in presents who you are. The meat suit presents to the outer world who you are. It's not the outside, what you drive and what you do presents who you are. That's not who you are. Those are things and stuff. Like this could be taken from you in a second. Then where does that leave you? True substance in somebody knows the difference. And this isn't meant to put anyone down or make anyone feel bad. You are where you are. Respect and embrace and allow that to be so. And go from there. How do you want your next moment to be? How do you want your moment right now to be? Do that. Smile. Get outside, get barefoot, smile. One moment turns into the next, to the next, to the next. You don't need to look at it like, I gotta, everything I do and everything I do and everything I do, I gotta watch. That's so much resistance and force. It keeps the good shit away from you. All it does is attract this stuff. It keeps you in the bubble of shit and the shit that you want out. It's your own bubble. Pop your bubble. Bing! Did it just get brighter? Ding! Fuck yeah, that's great. I don't know if it did or not. It just seems so much brighter for some reason. Anyway, My room, you guys, my room's a fucking mess. I mean, anyway, I think I kind of want to talk about the divine partnership thing. We get in our heads too much. Okay, I'm going to speak for myself. I get in my head too much, so I've been blocking myself. And I kept seeing, in my mind's eye, they show me a cloud, a veil, right? Like, what's the confusion? Oh, I can watch card readings or listen to people or go, I know so-and-so's sending the evil eye, da-da-da-da. Nothing's going to happen to us that we don't allow to happen, our higher self, whatever allows to happen to us, right? For our own things. So, they can think whatever they want and think they send me whatever they want, and it might look like that. Great. Think you're getting away with something. That's your soul, not mine. Okay? I'm over here loving you anyway because I see your light and I see your dark and I see your sadness, and it just makes me sad because, there's a particular person out there where so much like we could have been so fucking cool together. The things we could have done together. And this is to a woman. Heal yourself, sweetie. And I mean it. I know it hates you to want to like me. I know that. I felt the same fucking way. Trust me. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so off of just one person, now we're going on to the collective and the whole. What was I talking about? The divine unions and shit. And people sending shit to you. So I was clouded, and had confusion and all that, but I did it to myself and I was blocked. Well, heart chakra, most of all, which is a lot to do with it. But, not trusting in my own intuition and listening to things, and just, I was blocking myself. Fear of rejection, vulnerability. Rejection's a huge one, especially if you have abandonment issues too. You fucking name it, the gamut of, and just having, being in situationships and in soul contracts that needed for growth, but fuck, that'll hurt you, especially when you just don't even know what. I don't know. You don't even know what your own feelings are. I mean, because you when you're unhealed, when you're just in straight denial, because that's all it really is. It's just fucking denial. Like, my mom and my brother, it came to me when I'm doing all this healing. Oh yeah, I'm reliving my life, and it's like, feelings. Yeah, I had to drink some beer yesterday. Damn, I was fucked up. It was fun though. I wasn't too fucked up, but it was great. It was perfect. I needed it. I needed it for whatever reason, God, I want to drink freaking coffee. Oh, I have some. I'm going to sit back for a sec, because fuck all that. Might not be able to hear me, so I better sit up. Anyway. On my own being stuck, I wrote about it, and I'm it's not coming to me, but I have it written down for sure. And if I'm not remembering, then it's time to move on from that. So I'll move on from that. So I got on Facebook, and I asked a question, because I'm really I mean, the answer's evident to me, I think. For all a fragment energy from the one source God, then, then we don't have a twin flame soul. We're all from one soul. And I think people maybe are getting the twin flame thing confused. And I think that's where the karmics... I mean, this is just stuff coming to me, you guys, okay? I'm just talking. I'm not saying this is factual. This is just what has come to me, and I'm sharing it with you. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay, this is real talk. This is, I said I'm doing videos because I'm learning, and I'm learning with you guys. You guys are or whenever you watch this, are doing it with me. Right now, live. Well, live for me. But you know what I'm saying. So, I believe more in soul contracts. I mean, if you just think about what we learn and what we hear and what we study or what our different beliefs might be, hear me out for a second, okay? Just hear me out while I get it into words. We hear of soul contracts, we hear soulmates, we hear twin flames, we hear of this. So what's been coming up a lot, well, with me, is the divine partnership, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, here for a divine purpose. Right? There's masculines and there's feminines. I mean, we're all here for a divine purpose, but it's like, what is your divine purpose at this time? What part do you play? What soul fragment part do you play in the collective of the whole coming back to Source God? And it could be different. And if you're a newer fragment that hasn't really done all, maybe as fast or whatever, it doesn't matter. Those are all semantics. The point is not the soul ages. The point is what I'm, was utterly confused. And this is why I've always been confused about twin flames and this and that, because if I read about a twin flame union, well, I've had fucking 3, 4, I fuck every one I meet. Activates me one way or another. Well, a twin flame, you come together, it's volatile, and it's this, and there's a runner and a chaser, and this and a that. Learn your lessons, Linda. And then you'll move on. But for me, I'm not confused about a twin flame and all that anymore. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, because to me it makes perfect sense. So you hear this, and then our souls have a contract. We came here to do this, that, and the other thing, this, that, and the other thing, and our souls recognize each other. Well, of course they do, because we've done this many lifetimes, but we've played different parts. We had a different meat suit, and our soul played a different part. So we see the same souls over and over and over. It's a soul contract. And they're all different. I believe they're all loving, because when you're in a soul place, that's all there is love. So it's always from love. Love you, but I'm going to have to kick your ass this next lifetime. I'll see you there, when I find you. Please, make my life hard. I want to learn this so I can progress. And then when you do the work and you become to this part, I'm not whole in mine yet, right? You see I'm still progressing. I'm in the final... the final countdown is what I heard. But, so, it's, I'm going to call it the union I'm in now, and I'm not in a union. Does that make sense? But I am in a divine union. So if you want to look at it on a 3D sense, no. We're friends. Activation happens every time it comes around. I feel better every time. I see him from a couple months ago to now. He looked horrible. He looked like I did. dying. The outer shell was dying and lost on me. You know what I mean? The outer shell was dying. That's how I felt. That's how I looked, like death warmed over. I was, and I felt like I was deteriorating, dying. But I see. And we just have our way, right? Our little joke things, right? That's just our thing. So I'm like, oh, let's see. I want to get a look at you and see who you shaped it into this time. You know what I mean? It's a joke, right? I call him a shapeshifter. I'm a chameleon. He's the devil. I'm the devil. Which one's the devil? Well, if I had to look at his sign, I'd have to say, if the sign fits. Teasing. But that's where the soul nakedness, having a naked soul, first time I heard it in my head and saw it in my mind's eye, how they showed me. It's totally different, and it's scary, but you know what? I have a knowing in this that, and this is what really helps me, is I'm going to just say what I say. I don't know why I'm telling you, him, all of this, but I offer you this. What? I don't even know this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Hardly know this motherfucker. As a matter of fact, I didn't even like this jack off when I first met him. I mean that with love. Are you kidding? My soul knew right away. I knew there was something that was going to be. I just didn't know how it was going to play out and when. But when the time came up, when we start to match, I think, vibrationally, him and I, because our other partners were friends and they have their thing, whatever their thing is. Who cares? I don't care what their thing is. I only care about my journey, what my journey is. And then now, you know, which in turn means everyone else. So I'm not even going to, you know what, if you're watching this and you haven't learned, or you aren't on the level of where it triggers you, I just don't want to have to explain myself on things that people who have gotten to this level know, and the ones who don't, be triggered. I'm just not going to spend my time and waste my time, my energy, or any of that on trying to explain every little thing all the time. It throws me off. It loses what I'm talking about. So maybe we could, you know, we could discuss it later or something. I don't know. I'm not going to apologize for anything. I'm just going to tell you like it is, how it comes to me, and then we can figure it out. So now, this soul nakedness occurs, right? And these crazy things are happening. And it's pulling me. The rest of the stuff that needs to come out, because I'm being prepared for what comes next. And it's awesome because, you know, I'm being shown the things that need to be seen, to be released, to be looked at seriously, to go away. My stupid defense mechanism things that I do, and still doing it and still being aware, but you're still running those DSLs. Will you shut the fuck? You know, will you shove your need some BD? No. Anyway, that's apologize. This is not PG. It, instead of it triggering me, to actually be able to look at it and look at it and not get triggered and defensive and ugh. And you know, he'll say something like, I just gotta know if you're my person. I said, I'm your person. I don't really know that. That's what God put on my heart, so I said it. That's what I do. And then this whole divine union, divine partnership, and da 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 da. So I was able to message him and say, you know what? this is how I know. I mean, for me, I guess. Maybe he's not my person. Maybe this is our only soul thing. But if this is our only soul thing, then he is my person right now. You know what I mean? At this moment, because that's all we have till the season's over. I mean, if it's left up to God. And this is what I was saying before, like being able to tell him these things that I would never say to somebody who I've been in a relationship with for a while. Would be really hard for me to say it like this, raw, like my soul is naked, it's raw. This is a rawness, you know? And and then just having a knowing that if you don't feel the same way at all, maybe you have harmful things against me. I just know this is how I'm feeling, and this is what I'm supposed to say at this time. This is where I'm coming from. This is where my soul is at. And then having the knowing that if this is true, regardless, it did a bunch for me, regardless of what the outcome is. You know, opening up, being raw, stepping out of my comfort zone, going into the unknown, la 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 la. Well, the unknown, you never know unless you fucking ask or put it out there, and then it becomes the known. Either way, I'm good. Because we're friends, we've helped each other elevate, and we have a divine union in that aspect. It doesn't necessarily mean 3D where we have to be this, that, and the other thing. Connecting on a different level, like in a romantic way, yeah. But that would be a bonus if if we're supposed to be together. That would be a bonus, because if you have a soul mission, divine purpose together as our contracts apart, our contracts together, and then our contract with God to do what we came here to do. Okay, if that's this person at this moment, it'll be that until it's done, right? I'm not going to worry about the rest of it. Why? That's semantics that keeps you held back, that opens up, that tears a little in your light bubble that lets the dark seek in, which is just doubt. So, which is your own mind playing tricks on you, it's not the enemy. The enemy is your own mind. Lucifer is you. Okay? We're all from one source energy. We're all one fragment of the whole, just playing a different part. That's it. So your God self would love to come home to itself and be happy while it's in this meat suit here. Wouldn't that be great? So let's just do that. I love you guys. Have a good day. Get outside, get barefoot. Say thank you to your water. Say thank you to your food. Say thank you to your body. Tell yourself you love you. Tell your family. Tell everybody. Love the world. Thank the world. Be thankful. Be blessed. Have a great God day. Peace, love, harmony. I think I'm done.